Welcome to On the Line, conversations about ensuring what matters most. Presented by Mainline Benefits.
Yeah, Arnie with On the Line. We're doing a MIDI podcast and sponsored by Mainline Benefits. And we're here with Tyler Burns with Heartland Financial Group.
Yeah.
And we have not done this type of interview yet. He's with what's called an FMO. I'm going to let you explain what an FMO means and why we're working together. And by the way, also you were a sponsor for our trip here to Dominican Republic, and I'll let you take it from there, Tyler.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
and I appreciate the sponsorship.
Of course,
again, without the sponsorship, we wouldn't have been able to make it work. So, thank you very much for
happy
doing that.
Happy to do it. Happy to support Mainline Benefits on this trip. I mean, amazing trip, and again, at the end of the day, we're really business partners in this whole thing together, right? So. Heartland Financial Group, the FMO, you guys get contracts through us, support you in all facets of the business, whether it's contracting or business insights or anything else really that you guys need. But again, I would say one of the main things that we really do is help you guys distribute products more efficiently, right? I mean, contracting in this industry is a bear, depending on what carrier it is, and you have to get it to a ton of agents. And we really kind of sit in there and try to make that process as painless as possible.
Yes.
Contracting at the end of the day is a painless thing anyway, but we're here. Our staff really helps make that
so
less painless.
And I will say, before I came along, I know we tried working through a few other FMOs that didn't really work. People didn't do what they said they would do. And it's you guys have, it's been a joy working with you guys. Because you really do what you say you're going to do. And listen, that's what we expect out of our people. It's one of our core values. And, so how do we not find that right partner on that? So it's really been, listen, when we have the opportunity to go direct, we go direct, right?
For sure,
right to a carrier. But when we need to go through a partner, you guys have been our first choice every time over the last couple of years. And it's only because you do exactly what you say you can do. And you do it. You keep it simple, you keep it easy. And, but why would someone, listen, I'd love for people to come to Mainline directly, and we're looking for brokers also, but like someone that would come right to Heartland, why would they go to you guys?
Yeah, well, I think if somebody doesn't have the opportunity to work for a great agency like Mainline Benefits, coming to us is direct support, direct access to the tools and technology that we use. Direct access to us that work at the home office, the staff, to really help you, whatever it is in your business that you need help with, whether it's leads or whether it's sales, training or training a team that you want to build, or maybe helping you build a team, right? I think your guys' agents are in a fantastic position being part of your organization, but those are some of the things that an agent directly to Heartland Financial Group can take advantage of.
And what got you to Heartland to begin with?
Yeah,
how long have you been in the industry?
So it's crazy to actually say it out loud, but I started in January of 2008. And I was an agent just like everybody else, beating the streets and going into homes and selling policies. And
what were you selling back then?
So we originally started with final expense, and I learned about long-term care insurance. So spent a couple years selling long-term care insurance, and then somebody took a fact finder to one of my managers, and I said, "Man, I didn't sell anything. Like, I don't think there's anything else here." And he went through the fact finder, and he said, well, Tyler, what about Medicare? You didn't touch on Medicare. And I was like, you didn't train me on Medicare. What the heck is Medicare? Right. So, it's since that day I started to dive into Medicare and been in it ever since. So, and joining Heartland Financial Group, I actually did that in 2017.
As an agent, or you went right to be in?
So actually in both aspects, we got contracts through Heartland Financial Group, and then there was a special project that Heartland put me on, a direct-to-consumer department, running at the time it was an exclusive call center selling Medicare supplement only over the phone across the country, and then. The rest is history. So
got it. And so what's been your experience so far down here in the Dominican and hanging out with the agents from Mainline?
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite piece of all of these things is really getting to know the agents a little bit better, getting to know you guys a little
Yeah.
bit better, and seeing from the FMO, we think that everybody has, kind of the same vision of what success looks like, but it's always good to see these meetings happen outside of us and kind of be an observer and seeing, what your actual vision of success is.
Yeah.
And with you and Jason kind of presenting that today, that was really, really cool to see. And I said this to several people today. We work with agencies across the country all the time, and Mainline is really unique, and it's because of Jason and the leadership team, yourself, obviously.
Obviously.
Having
Go ahead.
yeah, obviously, Arnie, right? But really having that long-term vision, right?
Yeah.
What does next year look like?
Yeah.
What does 4 years down the road look
Yeah.
like? What does I mean, seeing that today was really, really powerful. And the agents that are with you guys, should be proud. And I was talking to a newer agent with you guys, and I just told him the same thing. I've seen a lot of agencies, and Mainline has their stuff together and is truly headed in the right direction.
Yeah.
So
Nice. I'm glad you were able to see that. So tell me
Yeah.
something fun you've done while you've been on a trip so far.
well, I mean,
And I was real happy you got to bring your wife with you.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
your wife's name, give her a little
Danae,
shout out.
Danae,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
You had the segment where it's like the spouses get the recognition. So
Yeah.
yeah, I couldn't do what I do in this position without her.
Oh, very cool.
Making sure that things are handled at home and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, just being here with everybody in the company. I mean, we had dinner with a couple guys last night. Jake and Chad and had a blast. And I mean that's the best part of these events is just hanging out with the people.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So Tyler, I know you've actually done some podcasts
Yeah.
yourself, right?
Yeah.
We built a nice little studio. I don't know how it all kind of came together, and with the help of Joe with Porta Potty. Yep. Right. So is I say that right? Porta Potty. Yes, Joe. And but I know I saw you do a podcast just not too long ago.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool. So just tell us why podcast? What do you see the value of podcast?
Yeah.
Where
I mean, at the end of the day, it's about getting, what you can offer agents out there. And I mean, I don't think there's any better way than doing it in this format. It's long format. I mean, we run a podcast every other Monday for our Medicare agents,
Right.
and our agents love it. And format like this can just reach individuals differently, right? It reaches individuals on their own time, on their own space.
got it.
And you really give people the opportunity to see it, and then actively pursue if they want to come join your team, right? And I think that's huge. And I think in this format,
Yeah.
agents or maybe prospective agents can see your personality a little bit more, which
yeah.
I think is important,
Yeah.
right? You want to like the people around you that you're going to work with every day.
100%, yeah.
And in the podcast format, you can really let that out a little
Yeah.
bit. I mean, that's what I like about our podcast that we run internally at HFG. Gives us an opportunity to have carrier reps or have agents on, or other partners that we work with on, and really give them
And
a
yours are
real view of who they are. So
And yours are about how long usually?
yeah, normally ours run 45 minutes to
Okay.
an hour.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're long-winded, so
Yeah.
they
Got
go a
it.
lot
Got
longer
it.
than that. But
Yeah, we brought the cameras down here to do a 45-minute and do a couple of them, and realized that between the free drinks and the free food and the beach,
they go
people
sideways
weren't-
quick. They
people
can go
weren't
sideways
willing to-
quick.
Yeah, so we're doing these little mini ones here. Well, no, so I really appreciate you being on and
Absolutely.
joining us, and again, I really do appreciate not just the partnership overall, but that you actually sponsored this and helped us make it work.
Happy
So
to
thank
do
you
it.
very much, Tyler.
Happy to do it.
Yes.
Happy to support you guys. Top-notch agency. So look, at the end of the day, if you're thinking about joining Mainline Benefits, don't hesitate. Go all in. These guys are going to take good care of you.
Nice. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Awesome. That's a wrap.